All right, what we're doing here, we're putting the ring on. This is the cooking ring, so that you can put a wok on here, or a skillet, or any cooking utensil, a pot, and that's it. Now, to fire this thing up, all we got to do, let me get rid of that. That's kind of unsightly. There we go. Now then, we just put this right in here, and there's a mixing ring down inside. This is one of these rings that's upside down, so you can see the mixing chamber there. So what happens is, there we go. Here's a nice wok. It'll set right on there. We'll put that on there in just a few minutes. But for now, all we got to do is take this torch, put in what we call the touch hole, and lock it on, and just let her sit a minute, and she'll get started up. As the wood begins to burn, heat starts up the chimney. That draws air in at the bottom. Any breeze also helps by bringing air in the louvers. Circulates around the outside of the inner cylinder, and then mixes back into the mixing chamber on the inside through another set of louvers on the inside. Now, once it gets fired up, all the smoke will go away, and we'll just have heat. Now, it's burning from the top down, so the wood in the bottom is being pyrolyzed, giving off the gases. The gases then come to the top, mix with the air coming in from the bottom, and we get a very intense fire in the top. Once we get going, we'll be able to cook on it, and we'll see in a few minutes here. Of course, it's daylight, but we'll see some flames coming out the top. We get a little heat out of there right now. It'll take a few minutes for it to get going, but once it gets going, it'll get very hot. So, why don't we just shut off the camera a minute, wait for it to get going. You tell me when. All right, here we go. This is the Onyx Charcoaler. We call it the Onyx Biotech Charcoaler. It'll make charcoal of any wood or herbaceous material. It'll make biochar for the garden, for the flower bed, for the lawn, and you can cook on it while you're making charcoal. Now, a few minutes ago, we loaded it up with wood. It's all pecan in there. You can use whatever's available. Certainly hardwood makes the best charcoal, but any herbaceous material that will burn will make biochar or charcoal. You can put pellets in it, you can put wood chips in it, you can even burn cardboard and paper in it if you want to use it as an incinerator. So now, if I pull the chimney off here, you can see we got a pretty good head of fire going there. Once it's burning, I can put this back in the back stack. Now then, when I put a wok on there, it will take the flue gases and bring them around. I can take the starter out, and she continues to burn. Now I can put a wok on. I'll just put a little bit of water in there, just so we can see it heat the water up. I just put a bit in there. And of course, if it was oil and I was doing vegetables, it wouldn't take very long at all for that oil to be hot, and I'm ready to start stir frying my vegetables. And you just pick it up off of there, flip it, put it back on there. It gets plenty hot for wok cooking. We'll have steam in no time. But the beauty of it is you can make charcoal, and you know what's in the charcoal. You know exactly what's in it because you put whatever it is into the machine. Now, as soon as all the wood is outgassed, which will take about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, you've got charcoal. Now you can dump it out into a sealed container, like a trash can, or like a drum. There we go, we got steam already. And that only took about 1.5 minutes. If that were oil, we'd be ready to cook by now. So that's all there is to it. Just move it back there. That lets the flue gases heat the bottom of the wok or the skillet or the grill or the grate. And by the way, while it's running, you can grill chicken. You can grill steaks. You can do any kind of grilling you want on the thing, or you can put just an iron plate on there and use it for a grill, make pancakes, do cookies, etc. Now, you see we got substantial fire. The longer it runs, the higher the fire will get. It's a great patio heater. It's a good wok stove. And it'll make biochar for the garden or charcoal for the barbecue.
How do they find it?
They find it at the bbqguru.com. It's called the Onyx Biotech Charcoaler, or just the Onyx Charcoaler. Find it at the Barbecue Guru. It's UPSable. You can have it in a day or so. UPS, if that's your choice. And you can be cooking and making charcoal in no time. Come see us on the web.
You are?
And I'm Shotgun Fred of the Barbecue Guru. Thank you much.